guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brenda. So today is Sunday. It's about 1 o'clock. So I've gone and did my little Sam's pickup and we're back home. So I'm getting ready to work on the porch. Now as you can see, my deck is exposed to full sun. We don't have a covering on this deck, so it's going to be really hot. What I'm getting ready to do is I have some plants that I need to move. That planter right there. And then I have another one down in front of me. We're going to put some plants in these planters. I have some plants that are really being overgrown by other flowers. And so these flowers need to be moved. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. Your Bella, get out the way. So hold on, I'm going to swing you around and show you what we're moving. In this bed, these are the planters my husband made me near my garden here. I have some Coleus out here. I think that's called a Vinca. Oh no, my Vinca bloomed. It has the prettiest purple plant on it. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? Excuse me. But anyway, I have some Coleus. I'm going to move this Vinca. And I have a few snapdragons that I'm going to be pulling out as well in this bed. In this bed, the same. We have 3 Coleus, the pretty burgundy, and then we have the green and burgundy. We have some Coleus that I may leave a few, but these zinnias are taking over the bed. So I got to get these out so that they can flourish and grow because they're blocking a lot of the sun. Now in this bed, not so much, but I'm still going to move them anyway. So I'm going to bring you all along for that. And we're going to be putting them up here on the porch. Now, as you see, my deck is open to pure sun, y'all. It is hot out this door. So I'm going to probably wait for a little bit. It ain't going to be, hold on. It's not gonna matter how long I wait, simply because it's still gonna be in the sun, but maybe it won't be as bad. So what we're gonna do is, I'm going back in, I'm gonna give it a little bit and see if the sun will move over. And then Bells and I are gonna come out here and we're gonna get on the deck and we're gonna go ahead and try and plant them up. And I'm gonna charge my camera and I'm gonna record, bring you along with me as I plant up these, fill these planters with dirt and get these flowers transferred, okay? So I will bring you all along with me. So I'll pull you back up in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brenda. So I'm actually on my porch. Let me tell y'all something. I went and got my hat out the garage because it's hot on this deck. So I had to put something on my head. Tell me why there was a spider in my hat. Y'all know I almost lost it. I was about to slap it on my head and I saw him just in time. So I beat it out. I've gone all up under this flap in here. So prayerfully, we're going to be all right. So I'm putting my little hat on, y'all, because it's hot. Hold on. All right. Got my hat on. It's sitting crooked, y'all, but I don't care. All right, anyway, I'm outside today trying to protect my skin. I'm not worried so much about my arms and my shoulders, but I am concerned about my face because my makeup won't match. So we're getting ready to start planting. So before I can start planting in these pots here, I have to put a liner in there. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using for the liner, because when we bought these, they were completely lined. Hold on, I hope my camera don't fall. That was an expensive camera to hit the ground, y'all. Now, I do have some liner that I need to put in my pots. So, let me get my liner. So, I'm going to be putting this liner in the bottom. Not a big strip, just a big enough strip to cover that. So what I need to do is go ahead and get me a pair of scissors, measure and cut, and go ahead and lay this. And then we're going to dig the flowers, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next, okay? But before I do anything else, I want to sit y'all up on my taller tripod so we can see everything, okay? So hold on just a moment, okay? All right, so I'm over here at my pot. So what I need to do right now is I need to go ahead and put a liner in here, just to line this drawer, this thing here somewhat. Mainly the bottom. I'm not so concerned about the side, but I do want to line the bottom. So we're going to go in with it like that. Let me get my scissors so we can cut it down. Alrighty. So I want to cut it probably about right here. And it's nothing that I want to be, it ain't got to be perfect because it's going to be covered under dirt. It is just mainly to it's just mainly to keep my saw from falling out the bottom, because I don't know if you noticed, but I'll show you the bottom of it again, that there are open slats in the bottom. So if you look right here, let me bring you closer. Hold on, let me move this. So if you look right here in the bottom, there are open slats. So I don't want my soil to fall out. So that's why I'm going to put this in the bottom of here. And now when I put my soil on here, my soil will not fall out. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead, and we have a bag of soil here that we're going to use. Now this is a heavy bag of soil. So the soil that I'm going to be using today, this is the one my husband picked up. Don't mind our garlic back there. We pulled our garlic and we have it drying right here on this porch. But this is the soil that we're going to be using. This is the one my husband wanted to use. It is called the Jungle Growth soil. So let me get my scissors so we can open this up. Where did I lay my scissors, y'all? How are you out here doing something and don't lay your scissors down and can't find them? Oh, right here. So anyway, what we're going to do is put a little bit of soil in here. We probably won't need but one bag of this soil. And we probably won't open but one. We have 2 bags, but we'll probably only get to use 1 bag. So we're going to start by putting some in the bottom first, just to kind of get our cloth on the corners. And that's what the soil looks like. It's got some of everything in it, it says. So preferably the soil is going to be what we need. And it's going to, let me open this bag a little bit better. Lean it here so it won't fall. Better, much better. Now one thing I haven't done is I have not pulled my flowers out the ground yet, because I found that if you take them out the ground too fast and have them sitting out waiting, it does make them wilt bad and it gives them a hard time getting restarted. So what I'm doing is just letting them, let me take my glasses off because they're about to fall in the soil. That will make them dry out and the plant will wilt, and we don't want that. So what I want to do is go ahead and put the soil in here. And what I'm getting ready to do is lift this bag because I'm tired of this flipping. Hold on. I ain't going to be out here all day with it. Let's see what we can do here. All right. There we go. Try not to break a nail, y'all. But I know this little thing ain't going to take all this soil. Hold on, y'all. Because we don't have any on this side. Alright, hold on. Let's just try and spread this out. I know darn well these little planters is not going to take all this soil. Are you kidding me right now? Look at that. Because I do want a lot of soil in it because I want my plants to do good, y'all. I want them to do real good. I think I want a little bit more on that side. Over there. So my husband was right to buy 2 bags. Uh-oh, y'all. All right, now we got stuff on the ground, but that's all right. So here, I think this bag of stuff got everything in it. You don't need anything, but I do have a little bit of fertilizer that I'm gonna put in it. Hold on. All right, can y'all see? I'm so sorry. So that is what we have so far, and I don't have much in this bag, but we're going in with this plant tone. This organic. I don't have a lot, y'all, but we're going to put in what we got. Let's see. My husband told me, get that cow manure. Chicken manure. I ain't want to get that chicken manure. Alright, so now one thing you don't want to do, you don't have to make it all deep. You just want the stuff to sit, you know, as deep as your plant going to be to begin with. Alright, so now we got this part ready. Okay. And so now I want to go out here and let's go get our plants, okay? Let's go dig up the plants. All right, guys, so we are back outside. So we're going to be using this box here. Y'all, I think y'all need to be up a little higher. Hold on. All right, so now we are outside. So I'm getting ready to move this fencing. So we're going to go ahead and pull up these plants. So we're going to start by moving this area here. This is here for the deer. So now we're going to go ahead and let me kind of bring you all close so you can kind of see what we're working with here. Hold on. So So now we're getting ready to pull these up. Now I'm going to be using this box here, and I'm going to put the plants in here. So let's go ahead. Bells, I know you blocked, you can't come back in. All right, so we're going to start by trying to, I want to pull this one up too. I'm not even going to tell you no lie, because I think this one will be real pretty on the porch. So I'm thinking about pulling that one up, but we're going to start here. Ooh, child. Okay. This is what I want. I want all that dirt. I want all this dirt. Okay. Let me turn my camera up so I can see. Hold on, y'all. So we pulled that one up. Now the next one that we're going to pull up is this one here. Oh, I broke it. I heard something break. All right, y'all. I got this one. My phone ringing, but I'm not stopping. So now that we got this up, now we can see what we're working with in this garden. So in the garden, we do have quite a few weeds out here. This is a big weed here. Now these are the plants here that are growing and just taking over this bed here. So this flower here, I'm going to move this one out too. So what we want to do next, we want to go ahead and, okay, so next, let me hold y'all up. All right, guys, so you saw what we pulled out. So next I want to go into the next bed and pull out those Coleus as well. Because again, we're going to put as many as we can up here. I'm going to try and get 3 to a box. And then I'm thinking about the top box up there. I'm thinking about going on and just putting my Vinca in one of those pots. And just seeing how it'll grow. So let's go ahead and pull the Vinca. Because it is really big out here. Y'all, this Vinca runs deep. Girl, I got a feeling, even when I pull it up, we still gonna have more Vinca down here. Cause these roots run so doggone deep. Lord, look at that. Look at my Vinca. Look at that. Look at the roots. The roots ran so deep. All right, we don't want to leave them out of stall too long. So let's go ahead and grab the other two so we can get this thing together. Hold on. All right, y'all. All right, so we're gonna move on down here to this bed now. This is the next bed that we're gonna work on. And I'm just gonna move this fence back. So that I can get these pulled up. Okay, so let's get you all close in here. You see that? So clearly these zinnias have taken over. So we're going to go ahead and pull out. I have 3 beautiful Coleus in here that are not getting enough water and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and pull those up. So let's get in here. Try not to disturb it too bad. So this is one. Got to be careful because these zinnia have grown inside. This one is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to put that one in the pot as well. And we have one more to pull. All right, y'all. Alright, so we have all of our flowers pulled out. We did not disturb the zinnias very much at all. So we're going to see how this grows now. So what we are left with is a few snapdragons, which I'm thinking about pulling some of those. And I have the yellow in this thing here, and I have some pink over there. And then we have one that did not make it. So hold on just a moment and let me get myself on the porch with these. So we were able to get all of these pulled up. And now we're going on the porch and try and get them planted. My camera color looks so weird. Hold on. All right, so we are here. All right. So we're gonna go ahead now, and we've already put everything in here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pull up these plants and put them where I want them. So I think we're going to go in with that's going to be pretty. I think we're going to put, can you all see what I'm doing? I don't want to shun you. Isn't that pretty? That's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful pot. And then I think I want to go in with this one here, right here by this one. So we're gonna try and get 4 in here. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. I kind of stagger them so they'll have a way to grow. That's gonna be pretty. I'm just loving this already. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I am loving the look of this. So that's what that's gonna look like. Isn't that gonna be pretty? I think I'm gonna love it. So if you can see, that's what that's gonna look like. That is absolutely beautiful. So now we want to work on the other side, and I think I'm gonna put my Vinca up top. So we're gonna go in and work on this here, because I think we're gonna put some soil in here so I can put my Vinca up here. So we're gonna mix up this soil. Can you see this? What we're doing? Hold on. So what I'm doing now is I'm working on my Vinca. Child, I had to take a moment to wipe my face. So right now, I think I'm gonna put my Vinca up here. So let me put my glasses back on to protect my eyes. This salt is so nice and crumbly. So we're gonna put in some of this salt here because I want to give it a good start. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Can you all see what I'm doing? So let me bring you in close so you can see this pot here. All right, there we go. So what I'm doing is I put some of this salt in here, and we're gonna just mix it in. Take that out. And now that was a deep root. So we're making us a really deep hole here. And we're gonna put our Vinca right in here. And I think it's gonna be pretty because the Vinca has all these pretty vines, and it'll make a pretty vining plant, I think. I should have turned the other way, but maybe we should have turned it the other way, y'all. Now we're just going to separate these vines so it will lay nicely. So what y'all think about that? I think this is going to be real pretty because I want it to grow outside the pot. You see how it's doing? I think this is going to be so pretty, y'all. I like it. I like that. I think that's going to look so good right there. So now that's what this corner is going to look like. Isn't that pretty? I'm in love with this. I'm loving this. Now we got to move fast because this one here needs to get in the dirt. So let's go ahead and line this one here so that we can get this one in the dirt and get them all watered in and knock this on out. Okay, stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've gotten out here and I've done my plants. I kind of want to go to the store and pick me up a couple more. And I'm going to show you why you want to try and get them in the ground pretty quickly. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? Look how pretty that looks. I'm going to walk down and show you how that looks. But let me show you how the bottom looks. Now this is what this one is looking like. Now it's got to, of course, once the water gets to it, because I've watered it, it's got to... is wilted right now. So I'm going to sweep the porch. Before I do that, this is my Vinca, y'all. Isn't that pretty? I think this Vinca is the prettiest plant. Oh my God. I just love how it grows. And I don't really care for it to be draping on the porch. But if it does, it does. But I just love how pretty it looks. These are the other one that I put over here. Now this is what this one is looking like. It has to definitely get unwilted, of course. Oh Lord, did I break that one? Oh Jesus. But you see that? Look at that. I broke it. But look at this thing. You see them little roots on the tip? Watch what we're going to do with this. Hold on. We're going to open this hole right on up and we're going to stick it down in here. We're going to stick this thing right on down in this little hole. And prayerfully, it'll come back. Because when I was picking it up, I knew I had heard something break. But I didn't know I broke it. But yeah, we broke it. So that's the only one we broke. But we're gonna just stick it right on in there because it did have a few little roots on it. So over the next couple of days, we're gonna see what it does. So now what I wanna do is go and get a, pull up one or two of those, maybe one yellow snapdragon and bring up here to complete this pot. And then we're gonna go inside. We're gonna sweep down everything and then I'll bring you back and show you what it's looking like, okay? All right, guys, so we are done. So I was able to get all my little stuff put out. Some of it is still wilted. You know how when you move it, it hadn't stood back up yet, but it's coming. These are definitely coming back. This is one of the beds that we created here. This is a Coleus, all Coleus in here. I love those pretty reds and then the green and red. I thought that would be really pretty together. So we did that one in that pot. In this pot, we went with this Vinca up here. That's what I'm calling it because I vaguely remember it being a Vinca is what I remember hearing about this plant when we bought it. Again, I do have a video of it. I'm just trying to untangle my branches without breaking anything. I do have a video and I can go back on my video and look to see for sure. But I'm pretty sure that this is called a Vinca. Absolutely beautiful plant. I just love how pretty it grows. The vining on it is absolutely beautiful. And then look how pretty it hangs. And that's why I wanted it up there, because I thought it would be a really pretty addition to my porch. Of course, I don't think I shared these with you. This is another pot of Coleus. This is a begonia. And in the back here, we do have a snapdragon back there. There was a piece of herb down in here growing. You see that? That's herb growing on down in here. So it's still green in there. So yeah, so that's what we have in that pot. This is my salvia with begonias around it. I am one who loves to try things. I just will put something together and if it grows, this is gonna be together. So I thought the pink and the purple would look really pretty together. So that is my begonia pot and it has salvia in the middle. And then over here, this is a pot of nothing but snapdragons. So all of these are snapdragons. And I do love how pretty they are growing. I just want that pot to fill up and just be a beautiful, beautiful something on my porch. Here is an azalea tree that my daughter bought me for Mother's Day last year. And again, I have 3 Coleus in the background. And then we even got a little Coleus growing up here between the black scallop. And the black scallop does bloom as well. As you can see, it does have these pretty purple flowers. That is so pretty. I love all the rich color. These are Japanese plums. And the leaves on these have been really acting weird since we put them out here. So they're supposed to be going out in the garden, the vegetable garden. But then this is the other pot that we did. This one is not as pretty. But I think once it stands back up, it's coming. It's going to be a pretty Coleus. This piece we broke. And so we just stuck it in the ground. I saw some roots on it. And I said, you know what? We're going to stick it in the ground and we're going to see what happened with that, you know, because I believe in, you know, just giving something a try, you know. And then here, these are some Asiatic lilies that I had in a pot. And the pot used to be, I mean, full up. You couldn't even see down in the pot. But the deer got a hold of it last year and they ate all and only was able to save 2. So I figured, you know, we're going to stick it right in that pot. And I don't know if Coleus comes back every year. I think they do. If they're not perennial, they may be biennial. But regardless, even if they don't, preferably the plan is that those 2 little pieces of Asiatic lily will multiply. And again, I'll have a full pot. Now, I haven't found anything to go up here yet. But because we have that hanging Vinca up there, I do want a plant up here that hangs and droops down. So we're going to be looking for something like that. I mean, I wouldn't even be mad at getting another piece of Vinca and putting right here. But yeah, so this is all we got done today. And I think everything looks so pretty. I love the flower combinations. This pot, my husband's going to have to move it. It's just sitting here with Saul because I took those 2 Asiatic lilies out of there. Right here, these are my elephant ears. Y'all, I found these. I went down to my creek one day last weekend, I think it was, because I was looking for some more lady fern to go around the shade garden back there. And I saw these standing down there and I asked my husband, I was like, do you think these are the same thing that they sell in the store? He said he wasn't sure, but I bought it up here, y'all, and it still hadn't come all the way back, but it did give me a new leaf. So they're growing. So we're gonna have it right there. I have that one, and then I have another one over here in this pot that is absolutely growing. That's a new leaf right here that it gave me. So I haven't cut these off yet, which I'm thinking about cutting these off, but I'm just gonna wait and see what happens with them. But yeah, so I got me some elephant ears. So we're gonna see how they grow. And then I have 2 out there by the fence as well. So yeah, the little porch is coming together. I just wanna get all my plants put out here. And then once we get our furniture and start furnishing it, I'll have all my plants on the porch how I want them, and everything will be nice and big and juicy and look so good out here. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you me potting up those plants, trying to save them from the other garden, and everything came together so nicely. Hey guys, so we are back outside. So I gave it a couple hours. It has been about 2 hours since we finished planting everything. So it's about that time. It's about 5:30 now. So it's about time for me to come out and start watering everything. So this is what everything is looking like. So it bounced back very nicely. With the exception of this piece that we broke, I am prayerful that it's gonna come back, but we have to just wait and see. If it doesn't, we'll just put something else there. But this is how everything is looking here. We plugged in a bundle from outside there, and they still look nice too. And then over here, this is what this looks like that we planted. So see how nicely they came back. So they recovered very nicely from the move. So that means I did not shock them too bad. So that's a good thing. And then this thing here, I didn't get to go downstairs and go down and show you all what it looks like from the ground. Let me show you. Now, I hope that thing there takes full sun, because it's gonna get full sun up on this porch, and that gets the evening sun like it's getting right now. But isn't that pretty? That's how pretty it looks. That's how it hangs. I think that is the prettiest thing. And of course you can see it did bloom. So we have a nice bloom right here. So I'm really, really pleased with this and the look of it. I'm really happy. I'm glad I put this up here, because I felt like it was just too pretty to be down there on where we had it at. So this is where we moved the flowers from, and everything still looks good out here. We still have flowers out here that's blooming. I'll probably come out here and weed it. Now these little plants here can go ahead and take over if they would like. Fill on in, which is fine with me now. And then in this bed, we're gonna just keep a close watch on our snapdragons that we have here. And if they seem in any way stressed in any way, shape, or form, I will be moving them. But I'm almost tempted to move my marigolds, but I'm not gonna move them. We're gonna see, because this pot has a ton of these zinnias, way more than this pot. But I imagine now that I've moved this pot out, now that maybe these will go ahead and spread on out over the pot, and we'll see what they do. Marigolds have not gotten any bigger since we put them out here, and I imagine that's because of the zinnias. So we're gonna just watch it and see what it's gonna do. But for right now, I'm satisfied with the way everything came together. And until next time, you have been with Tillery TV, Our Unique Space. I'm Brenda, and we'll see you all in the next one.